Welcome anyone to the Gaming Chamber Podcast. I'm your host, Everett, aka 2BCQ, aka the Beast with the Least. I almost coughed right there and it didn't come out. This is Gaming Chamber episode 68.
Almost nice.
Almost nice. Yep, almost nice. Oh yeah. Joining me this week, the usual suspects. Devin.
Mm-hmm.
What up, Skank?
JJ.
Yo.
So yeah, we're at episode 68. Oh, next week is gonna be fun. I hope. It should be fun. I don't see why not. But yeah, another week, another podcast. Not a lot of news, but there was some stuff actually that we can have a good discussion about. You know, Nintendo had the Direct, plus there's the 40th anniversary of Mario, the 15th anniversary of Halo, and the 30th anniversary of PlayStation in North America. So we have some of that too. We'll get to all that and everything. But first, what have we been playing this past week? JJ, we'll start with you because me and Devin have something similar. So.
Yeah, I've been playing a little bit of actually. We started playing some Marvel Rivals again because the new season came out. I think Angela is out. Yeah. And then I think Daredevil.
Yeah, I know
out.
someone didn't want to get on Gears because they were playing Marvel Rivals apparently, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. Yeah, Borderlands. What the fuck? You not play Borderlands? I was playing RuneScape.
We were playing Borderlands, but if the boys want to play Gears, we're gonna play Gears.
Yeah, for the boys.
But Zach never got on.
Well, you're part of the boys, aren't you?
Some of the boys.
That's true.
He's like, that's true. Anyways, keep going.
I think I re-downloaded. No, I think I downloaded that Final Fantasy 16. I think because I think Sam bought the game, so I can't wait to try that shit out. And I think that's really it though. It's kind of a slow week too. Just a lot of RuneScape.
RuneScape, as usual. All right, Devin. Besides what you and I have been playing, have you played anything else?
I'm gonna try to get more achievements in Gears Tactics, so playing that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know, especially during the podcast here, it's just something that I can kind of, I don't know. You know.
I get you. Yeah, I get you.
Does Gears Tactics have a seriously achievement too?
Has two of them.
Yeah, it's had two.
Called,
there's one they added with the Jack.
Yeah, it's seriously
the Jack campaign.
It's seriously tactical, right? The first one.
Yeah, where you just have to earn Grubpocalypse, Immortal Legion, and I can do this all day on, which I think is just beating it like on insane.
And then there's seriously jacked, which is it just beat
all jacked mode achievements.
There we go.
So you have to get all the Jack mode achievements. Yeah. But yeah, there's an achievement for killing, I think, 10,000 people. 10,000 days. Grubpocalypse. It's not like that's not like seriously, but yes. But there are two seriously achievements.
Well, the Grubpocalypse is part of the seriously tactical, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
but I mean, like, I don't know. The first gear is seriously achievements, just 10,000 kills. So this one is. Yeah.
All right, and then also Borderlands 4, correct? You and I have been playing that?
Yeah.
You know, I want to talk about what I think of it, but we'll go with you first because I'm going to say right now I'm definitely most likely going to be more negative on it than you have seemed to be while we've played.
Yeah, well, you're also experiencing more
I'm experiencing some like lag stuff that's like oof, it's
you're
really sour.
I feel like it would be a lot better had you know, been able to, if it wasn't as laggy, I think you'd be having a better time with it.
Probably, yeah, because that has really soured my experience. Like, I'm just I've
enjoyed it so far.
Yeah. I mean, look,
I mean,
it's Borderlands.
Yeah, for $15 off. So, on Newegg. Newegg, if you want to sponsor us. This podcast is brought to you by Newegg. They haven't given us any money. I'm just hopeful.
No, yeah. Look, I want to say that is, I mean, not, it is painting my experience with the game. Like the lag, I'm rubber banding like left and right. It has been like, there was a point where me and Devin beat a boss, and then I tried to like, and it actually seems to happen every time I want to grab loot. I go to look down, so I could just see, you know, what the stats are and everything, and then I just go backwards a little bit. I have to walk up again to look at the weapon, and I go backwards again, and it happens a lot. Obviously, too, it does just like, you know, I'm rubber banding when just running around the world and all that stuff. But here's the thing, too. Like, yeah, that has been bad, and it's painting, you know, a negative experience for me. But, unfortunately, too, I kind of, the game's kind of boring to me. Like, I find myself, like, the couple times we've played, you know, and we're playing a pretty good amount. It's not like I'm just like, oh, like, I've kind of just been getting bored. And I'm just like, okay. Like, I don't care about the story, and the gunplay is good and all that stuff, but, like, I don't know, man. I think Borderlands peaked with 2, and you kind of can't really do anything else with Borderlands, because it is just an RPG with guns, and the main thing is like, well, it's got a bazillion, jillion, gajillion guns, like, and I don't know, man. Like, again, it plays fine. It's a good game, gameplay wise, but I don't know, man. Like, I'm gonna play through it and everything, but yeah, it's not pulling me in. But I don't know, man. I haven't been interested in Borderlands like that since 2, so. But I mean, again, Devin, you're probably right. Maybe the lag is really just making it where I'm just like maybe it's not that I'm bored. I'm just getting so frustrated with that lag that it's making me just like, I don't want to play this. And it's like tricking my brain that I'm just bored.
Like when Gears is lagging online, I'm like, I fucking hate this game. Like, I don't want to play this game right now. So it's like, when something's laggy and it has performance issues, like, it always, like, is gonna, I feel like, cloud an opinion or even just, you know, alter how you feel about a game. Because, like, I don't know, you could be missing out, like, on, like, you can't pick up a gun, and that gun could be really, like, you're like, fuck, dude, and then, like, can't kill these enemies. It's like, well, that gun I fucking could have picked up. Like, you know, might have been fucking helpful.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. You know what's so interesting? Like, Randy Pitchford, he's doing Randy Pitchford shit on Twitter or online, social media, or whatever.
He's like, other servers wouldn't crash.
He's like, dude, he's like trying to like skirt around everything, basically trying to say like there's no real issues with the game. Because I guess like I think it's like on Steam, it's got like a 63% like review score thing or whatever, you know, from user reviews, and people, the main thing seems to be like the frame rate is like chugging along after a while. Yeah, but performance issues, and like Randy Pitchford is trying to be like, you know, no, there's not actually performance issues. There's some. And yeah, it's. I saw like, oh man, I wish I could find the tweet. Let me see if I can find the tweet real quick that someone posted, or not, like replied to him, saying like it was something to the effect of like, how are they letting you use your own social media or whatever, like. It's pretty, yeah, like, because I actually replied to, here we go. I'm going to his, oh, yeah, there we go. Why exactly do they let you post your own tweets?
Oh, about the servers and shit? Like,
because, yeah, dude,
like,
he put,
oh, yeah, you're trying to gaslight the people?
Yeah,
Like
like this,
like, come on, guys. Crash my servers.
This tweet, no, like this tweet right here. He posted today, I think, right? Yeah. Today's the 14th? Yeah. What am I saying? Of course it's 14th. At 2:46, so, it's roughly about 7 hours ago, almost. A little over 6, actually. But yeah. I'm not going to read all of this, but he posted a long-ass tweet saying, like...
You don't know how to read?
No, because it's a lot. He says, fun facts, customer service reports for Borderlands 4 at roughly 1% or so of installs. Using that simple rounded ratio, more than half of the tickets, 0.55% of customers, are users reporting difficulty with their Shift accounts, lost emails, access, etc. The next highest ticket is about field of view controls on console, working on it. So he's trying to be like, there's not actually anything going on with the game. I think he's trying to put it more on people. Like it's a user error, not the game, not optimized well enough, and whatever. But yeah, it's like sometimes, dude, you just gotta own it and be like, look, dude, we're working on it. We're working on it, and put your head down. Don't say anything else, and just say we're working on it. But that's Randy Pitchford for you. The guy who famously said, if you're a fan, you'll find a way to spend money on my game.
Yeah, I found a way to save $15 on your game.
It was a tweet, right, from Wario, like, to do that?
Yeah.
Oh, he must have got, like, so much, like, praise, like, dude, thank you for that, because
yeah, well, it was there was you could have used it on, like, I think a couple other games, maybe. I don't know, I can't remember exactly.
Yeah. All right, before we move into the news and discussions, JJ, you got your weekly report on the stuff that you play and all that?
No, nothing that I'm aware of now. Actually, well, I think about that. Actually, a lot of bots got banned. That's it, mostly. So that's changed a lot in the economy, Devin.
Shut up, JJ.
Well, you asked.
You asked. Like, yeah, he's right. You asked.
It was more of a rhetorical question.
It was rhetorical. I did not want to actually. All right, let's go ahead and move into the news. Let's start with this one. So Ghost of Yotei, which comes out soon, doesn't it? I want to say within the next month.
Yeah, it comes out next month at that.
But like within the next month, like not near the end of it, like probably in the first half, right? I'd have to look it up. Ghost of Yotei
releases October 2nd, bro. That's crazy talk, bro. That's crazy, bro.
So a little over 2 weeks. They have announced a collaboration with Sapporo, a beer company. So it's what you think it is. Like, you remember the Halo 3, like Doritos and Mountain Dew stuff. You get special in-game rewards. So buy a 6-pack at least of Sapporo, get drunk while playing PlayStation games apparently, and
hell yeah, brother.
And you get stuff in the game. They give you codes for stuff in the game. Just cool.
Good,
I guess.
Good, a Japanese company doing stuff with a Japanese game, bro. Good for them.
I mean, I guess it makes sense because like.
It does make sense.
Beer, Japanese. I don't know, honestly.
What you wanted them to drink sake and shit, bro? Sake. Is that what you want?
Sake too, maybe. Anyways, yeah. No, look, I don't understand it. I mean, it's a beer company. The thing is, too, like, I get Mountain Dew, Rockstars. It was Rockstar, right? With Gears 5?
That was a monster for COD.
I remember
Gears for COD.
No, Gears 5 had like if you bought, like, I think it was Rockstar, some kind of energy drink they had codes for like weapon skins, Lancer skins. I have like, I think there was like 5 of them or something like that. I have all of them. Yeah, I don't remember. But you know, I get those things. Things, you know, that kids buy. Kids don't. Well, I mean, they're not supposed to, but kids don't buy.
Well, what rating is it? Yotei. That's a rated M.
Oh,
game,
come
so
on!
Like
Gears is a
get
rated
shit
M
outta
game.
here.
All right, come on. And it's
So,
still
it's rated M.
They know that kids are still playing these games.
They're not gonna target for children though. That's not how the ESRB rating works, bro. It's not like, oh, GTA, they're gonna like, guys, get some fucking Crayola crayons to play GTA 5 codes. Yeah, dude, fuck off with that. Of course, it's gonna do some more adult shit. You're actually
Crayola crayons, so that'd be nice. Get some codes and then give them to your kids.
And it's like, it better be the 64 pack or the 128. Dude.
With the fucking sharpener in there.
The original colors, color names. Like, stuff like that, dude. That, I don't know. It makes sense to me, bro. The Japanese doing partner stuff with Japanese stuff, bro. Like I said, like, I don't know, man. Call of Duty, Little Caesars, man. What, Final Fantasy 15 with fucking top ramen? You even got a skin for COD. An operator.
I'm just saying, Ghost of Yotei, that game makes more sense if, like, it, you know, maybe did a collaboration with some kind of nuclear company. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Yeah. Canceled.
You're like, wow, way to get us canceled right before the 69th episode. I don't know. I mean,
Christ. Why don't you just pepper in a Charlie Kirk joke, 9/11 joke, and just top it all off?
Because I cannot think of any right now. Was it you guys who sent it in one of the Instagram? In the Instagram? The 9/11 Twin Towers thing?
The pizza?
Was that us?
Yeah, I sent that. Yeah, I sent the pizza where like somebody made a custom short pizza and it had it was like a challenge, right? Or
No. It wasn't that. It wasn't pizza. It was pancakes. I took down the towers.
Yeah, the pancakes. Yeah, with forks. Yeah.
In under 9 minutes 11 seconds. Was this a real?
Dude, 9 minutes and 11 seconds for like a tower. I don't know. That's gonna be a lot of pancakes, bro. I feel like you eat pancakes pretty quick. You know what I'm saying?
Pancakes suck. All right, so I don't know how people can eat pancakes.
Bro, you look like a pancake. Calm down.
Yeah, pancakes don't suck. You just haven't had good pancakes.
Dude, pancakes are awesome, bro.
No, waffles are where it's at. All right.
Basically the same thing, dumbass.
No.
But we all agree on French toast sucks.
No, French toast is delicious too.
French toast is delicious.
I don't like. Oh yeah, but the guy liking waffles is the fucking cake. Yeah, fuck off with that.
Eggs and cinnamon on the outside of bread. And you don't like that,
dude? That shit is
dude,
like.
I like pancakes.
That's a godlike combination.
But yet you like waffles more than pancakes. It's actually mental.
Yeah, and that goes great with a 6-pack of Sapporo beer while I'm playing Ghost of Yotei.
Buttermilk pancakes. You get some nice, good buttermilk pancakes. Throw some chocolate chips inside, and you got yourself a fucking breakfast.
I just take original, bro. Original shit, bro. With little bit of
I think that's
butter.
why I don't like pancakes.
Tell me you just do missionary without telling me you only do missionary.
God.
I don't do missionary. That's like the least one I do.
He's like, I do mainly the jackhammer. All right. The jackhammer wheelbarrow combination, godlike. All right.
I've never it is faster in my life.
That is god tier. All right. Go from jackhammer to wheelbarrow. All right, let's move to the next thing. Fuck. Oh yeah. All right. So the Ubisoft CEO, what's his name again? Yves Guillemot. In a recent, what was it? I think it was in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, he was at the. He was talking at the Saudi Arabia new global sport conference. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about video games there for. Whatever. He talked about the Far Cry series, and he said it. Their goal on Far Cry It's really important. It's really important to bring the multiplayer aspects more predominantly, so that it can be played for a long time. This is a weird fucking quote. Somebody fucked this up. So that it can be also so that it can also be played for a long time by players. There's in this article, like, there's, I guess what he's referencing is an unannounced Far Cry game that's going to be an extraction based shooter. Well, obviously shooter because it's a Far Cry game. So
Gross.
that's looking like what he's talking about, I guess. I was thinking more along the lines because they've done it before, right? Or like they've all done it, where you could play co-op in the Far Cry games. At least since like 4, right?
4?
Maybe not.
Yeah,
Far
because I know
Cry
the
3.
fifth one.
Yeah.
I know 5 obviously has, because I played that one a little bit more than 4, but yeah, I know I played Far Cry 5 with my buddies.
So yeah. I mean, here's the thing: if they're making and that's what he's referencing. If they're making an extraction shooter in the Far Cry universe, what the fuck are we doing here, man? That's not what Far Cry
they
is.
clearly have money to piss away, right? Ubisoft clearly has money to fucking throw away right
God,
now.
right?
Let's just
Yeah.
make a. I swear to God, they run on Internet Explorer shit, bro. You know what? The next thing you do, extract a shooter, but nobody likes that shit. Look how they shit on Bungie for it.
Dude.
But we're Ubisoft.
He's
Okay.
like, yeah, but we're Ubisoft. It's gonna be different. Like, it hasn't worked before, but I think we can make it work. Whatever the quote is from Arrested Development. Doesn't work for anyone else.
Defiant? No. That should have been an extraction shooter.
See, here's the thing. They could have just added in an extraction shooter mode in X-Defiant if they just kept working on it. That, like, X-Defiant could have been their all-in-one, like, we got a battle royale in this. We got an extraction shooter mode. We got our, TDM and domination and all that stuff. Like, they had the shooter that made more sense to be doing all that shit. Far Cry is supposed to be...
Cool.
See, that's the thing. This is why I talk about, like, I think it's very stupid when companies are just like, we're going to abandon this. Because they could have made it work. If they were like, you know what, let's just keep pushing at this, and we'll add some extra stuff. We'll bulk up the team, and we'll make X-Defiant, Battle Royale. And here's the extraction shooter mode. And, just keep, you have your cosmetics like how Call of Duty's been doing, and Rainbow Six, actually. And then maybe the game pushes through a little bit. It's still not going to be top, 3, but maybe you put it in the top 5 of shooters played somehow.
That'd be pretty sick, bro. You literally have a whole bunch of shooters that you can like add in the game, and make it cool as shit, and especially with people playing it as an extraction shooter with like, oh shit, guys, we gotta be careful. All those guys are like fucking this, what's it, the Echelon faction, bro. So you gotta be a little careful on these guys compared to the fucking the fire people from fucking Division, like,
yeah,
or whatever. It's like it just opens it up to a little bit more, I think, strategy, I guess, of how you take things down and shit, and powers stuff with those abilities. But
yeah, and look, I'm not adverse to like, oh, we're gonna make a different genre of game, with a whatever. Like, there's the Gears Tactics that Devin literally mentioned earlier. Gears of War is obviously predominantly third-person shooters, but they make a tactics game in the Gears of War universe and it works. Or Halo Wars, they make an RTS game in Halo and it works. Or the top-down shooters. I guess they're not as popular as I would have thought, whatever, but they make those top-down shooters for Halo. They're pretty fun, like they're. So I'm not adverse to like if they want to make a different genre of game in this universe or with a whatever, but like it kind of has to make sense. You know what I mean? Like Gears Tactics makes sense. Like it's just a tactics game, and Gears of War is even though it's a third-person shooter, it's still like it's still a military shooter. And then like the tactics shit works because of the cover mechanics and everything, stuff like that. Why would an extraction shooter work in Far Cry when Far Cry is an RPG with with guns,
Yeah, like you're gonna make it like primarily like I don't know. I think they get extraction shooters, but like fucking EFT and shit. You know, so I'm like, what? You're gonna have PvP on a PV like a single player game? Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
This is weird, man. Like what? You're gonna do all like, hey, yo, Everett, let's just do an extraction shooter where you and me against bots, man. Like that's just like I guess fun for the casuals to play, but what's the end goal? Like I beat all the bots, guys. Hell yeah. You know what I mean? Fucking stupid as shit.
Yeah.
Maybe that's my EFT fucking shit talking, but I don't know, man.
Mhm.
And I feel like those type of games that you have to like really commit, and I think the EFT's just been in that space for so long. It's like I'm not gonna play anything else. You know, like why would I quit this game when I put thousands of hours just to play this other half-ass bullshit? People that don't even know how to fucking make games right now, fucking play.
I think that's the other thing is that like Ubisoft has clearly shown that like they'll put something out that how many times have we seen like a Ubisoft game come out and it's like, you know, it's good but kind of bare bones, and then they just like, oh well, you know, it's swept under the rug. Even single player games like the Star Wars Outlaws, like people were like, yeah, it's like whatever, and it didn't sell well because it wasn't
all
like
the games follow the same goddamn formula.
Yeah.
And that's the issue.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of them like oh let's make a Far Cry game that I don't know doesn't follow the same generic formula of oh gotta climb the light tower or whatever the hell you want to do with this game. Like let's instead change up the formula of Assassin's Creed of like I don't know like over bloating it and doing all this bullshit. Like they're just like hey let's just do the same shit over again. That sounds like a good idea.
Like perfect. Let's do that. Like great.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's. I'm trying to like think of maybe like that's yeah. Again, I don't know, man. I can't think of anything positive for Ubisoft like that would be like okay if they do this or well
They're fucking they do some shit with Rayman like.
Yeah, they don't have time to experiment with.
Well, there you go.
Main IPs right now.
There you go. They're going to make a Rayman Battle Royale game.
No.
The only way for that Battle Royale would be kind of how Nintendo did Mario, like the 100-man Mario one. Just beat the level as fast as possible and it'll be the last one, essentially.
Devin, would you play a free-to-play Rayman Battle Royale that was like was it Mario 100? That's what it's called?
Maybe.
Mario 99.
Play like that. You know, just be the first one to beat the game and shit like that as fast as possible.
Yeah, like probably, but let's just get a traditional Rayman game out. Let's just do that up.
I mean, they said, right? We talked about it last week. They
said, but they've also said Beyond Good and Evil 2 is coming out. So
when did that game get announced? Like
10 years ago?
And not I was like, yeah, and not just like, oh, Beyond Good and Evil, like when it first, like after the first game. I'm talking about this like latest iteration that they had like a fucking oh my god, dude. So like here, this is just, you know, this is Wikipedia. Beyond Good and Evil 2 is an upcoming a video game developed by Ubisoft Montpellier. I don't know how to say it. And published by Ubisoft. It is a prequel to Beyond Good and Evil. The game was originally announced at Ubi Days 2008. So, like, obviously that one. This one here, the latest iteration, 2017. 8 fucking years ago, dude.
It's been a while.
Jesus Christ, man. I do not understand how you can have a game in development for 8 years
and have like no
nothing
imminent release date
and nothing to show. Like nothing. Like we were talking about, what was it? the Perfect Dark game, you know, and apparently one of the reasons it was canceled was like they were like nowhere near even like having anything remotely playable or some shit like that. And what they shown supposedly wasn't actually like gameplay footage. It was more in-engine footage just to show like what they were aiming for at the, you know, E3 or whatever it was. Mm-hmm. But they still had something to show, like that showed like some kind of gameplay, you know what I mean? Have we seen anything like that for Beyond Good and Evil?
No. There's been like
those really nice cinematics, yeah.
Mm.
And the fact is too, like they first announced it in 2008. Like that's nearly 20 years ago. It's become the new Duke Nukem.
Yeah.
The Duke Nukem Forever, I guess. Fuck. That's insanity, man. I actually kind of feel bad for Beyond Good and Evil fans. That guy must be super pissed off. All right, let's go ahead and move to the next thing. All right. Here we go. So, there's claims now. Nothing concrete. Nothing's been confirmed. Capcom is supposedly not developing Resident Evil 5 Remake currently. Again, this is just, you know, reports, some rumors coming out. But I don't know, man. Like, I mean, I can kind of believe that they don't have it in active development, maybe. But like, they have to be. But they have to be like, okay, we're gonna start up, because I mean, they're doing, what's it called, Requiem, right? Resident Evil, the next one.
Yeah, Resident Evil 9 and the other two, right? Resident Evil 0, right?
Yeah, like.
And the other one.
I would assume Resident Evil 5 is, yeah, because that was supposedly the next like remake was 0. That's the one that they were gonna come out with. Next, supposedly, that's the rumors. So like, yeah, just because it's not in development right now doesn't mean it's never gonna happen. I would assume that like it's just somewhere, you know, on the list at some point.
Does Resident Evil 5
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt
need a
it.
fucking remake though.
Resident Evil 5?
Well, after 4, like the way F4
I know, but
ended.
does it like, you know? Do we actually fucking?
So
need
I assume the reason they would do a remake is like I think the one they won't do a remake of is Resident Evil 6, and not because of how poorly it was received, is because it plays like how they've been doing all the remakes. Like it plays pretty much that style. The like you can move around while aiming.
That was the time it got updated for that.
Yeah.
And I guess they're trying to make Chris Redfield to become like concurrent of the same character the whole time, maybe. And especially rumor has it 9 is supposed to be Leon anyway, the last game for Leon, rumor or whatever. But
yeah. So, like honestly, I'm assuming after Code Veronica 0 and 5, they will do Resident Evil 1 again. They'll do another remake, but to put it more in line of the 2, 3, 4, you know, all those remakes that they've been doing, to have them all play in that style, because that's where they want it. That at least third person ones anyway. That's what they want. What they want them to play like. They want them to be that style. And Resident Evil 6, like that's already like that. So that I understand that Resident Evil 5, because Resident Evil 5 came out in, I want to say
2008.
I would say 2008, right? Yeah. Oh shit. Okay, I didn't need to look that up.
2009. Damn it.
Oh shit. It 2009.
I forgot. Damn it. I forgot. Yep, it was during spring break. That's it. I got the red Resident Evil 5 Special Edition console.
I was thinking 2008 as well. Shit. So yeah. Okay. It came out in 2009. So you think that's not that old? Yes, it's 16 years is a long time or whatever, but still, it came out during the 360 era. It plays. I don't remember.
When you think about it, it probably won't even come out till 2030. So
yeah, I just think that they want it to be a little bit more fluid in its movement, And yeah, they'll probably do some more like story changes, like they've done with the other remakes. I just think that's the reason. That's the only reason, is that they just want it to be more in line with what their vision of third-person Resident Evil games are like now. And I mean, what, you don't want to see Chris, or fuck, they might actually take it out. I'll say you don't want to see Chris Redfield punch a boulder again, but in crispier graphics.
I mean,
But maybe this is when they redo their shit, bro. That's what it is. They just redo their fucking story.
That's what I'm saying. They might even actually take that part out. They're like, we're gonna take out him punching the fuck out of a boulder because that's pretty fucking stupid.
yeah, he'll kick it this time.
He'll kick it this time, yeah. I don't know, man. Like, yeah. Again, yeah, it may not be in development right now, but by 2030, yeah. I think by 2030, we'll have either gotten Resident Evil 5 remake, or it's coming out soon. Like, but I think that's after Code Veronica and Resident Evil 0, and then after that we'll get a remake of the first game, and that's it. They don't need to do any other. Well, no, they wouldn't need to. Because I'm trying to think of other Resident Evil games they could remake. But, I mean, like, I guess there's those 3DS games they could, like, bring it back.
They already have it on console.
Yeah, they have it on console, but maybe they could just, like, bring it back. Even shinier graphics. Whatever. But, I mean, those play, like, the remakes, don't they? Like, you can move around and aim and all that stuff.
I think so. I think I checked out at GameStop and just played, like, just for a little bit.
Well, I think, Revelations 2 was developed. I think only the first one was developed for 3DS. I mean, I know it got brought to the consoles, but I think the part 2
The second one
actually
came out for Wii U.
Well, the second one also came out.
And then it came out for the other ones later, like PS3 shit. Okay. But I remember seeing that fucking cover on the fucking Wii U.
Jesus. Alright. So, Devin, you're wondering why they would do it, but, like, honestly, what is your, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely do you think they would actually do a Resident Evil 5 remake?
I think they are going to do it. I just, like, it's kind of like, it's like one of those things, like, do we, like, for sure, yeah, you know.
This is something like,
I don't know.
fucking, what, do we need a 4 remake?
I mean,
No,
that
but
one,
I'm
I feel
glad
like
we
they
did.
Well, I feel like, especially with that one, with, like, how they've updated movements and all that shit. Like, I'm glad we got a 4 remake, just because, I don't know, when I went back and played 4, and movements had yet to be, like, I still have to stand still and shoot, I was like, this feels dated.
Yeah. No, I
Which,
remember, yeah.
Yeah, which, like, I don't know, in 5, if they update the inventory system, because that's my biggest gripe with 5, was the inventory system. God, that shit pissed me off. Like, so you're telling me an egg is the equivalent of if I have 9 fucking missiles? Like, I could have 9 missiles in one slot, or a fucking egg takes the same amount of space. So in theory, I could have, like, 81 missiles and only carry 9 eggs in my backpack. Like, fuck off.
It is what it is, bro. Gotta be careful with those eggs, man.
Fucking guess. I guess they predicted the egg shortage before it was a thing.
God damn.
They didn't have terrorists there, bro. All that crazy shit, bro. All I know is that it's gonna be scary, bro. It's like, I know it's still action, but I hope it's still got that horror aspect on it, and it's still gonna be what it's gonna be a co-op heavy again.
Well, I mean, like 5 was the first one to have the co-op, and
well, yeah. Well, actually, Resident Evil Outbreak was the co-op. But no, but
and then Resident Evil 6 had it, but it seems like they've kind of toned back. So I think Revelations had co-op, right? I'm not too positive. I don't remember.
I thought so. I think the second one.
But like, I don't think they care about the co-op stuff anymore. Like adding it. Like, maybe that's what they could do in a remake. Is it like they're gonna take out the co-op? I don't know. Let me see. All right.
It'd be kind of weird, just because. Sorry, I was gonna say like it's just weird if they do, because like that was like the big selling point for 5 was because it's the first time ever. Well, like a big one to actually like do co-op like that, because I think co-op on Outbreak was literally just internet based. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, that one.
So like this is straight up like split screen, online multiplayer kind of stuff to actually play. And it's actually a mainline Resident Evil game.
I think I actually played the first Outbreak. I want to say I played the first one, and I was like, I am not understanding how to play this without being able to go online. Alright, let's go ahead and move to this next thing. Alright, let's talk about some Bioshock news. So, I think, yeah, Netflix, maybe not Netflix, but it's been confirmed. I don't know who confirmed it, if it was the director or maybe Netflix or whatever. But the Bioshock movie is now confirmed to be based on the first game. And the script is currently being written by Michael Green, who wrote the Blade Runner 2049 movie. I actually haven't seen that one, so...
The new one?
That Blade Runner game.
Oh, the game?
No, I mean, the movie.
Yeah, I only saw it like one time in theaters a long time ago. I kind of want to rewatch it again. Kind of like see it up.
So I don't know. Like I mean, everyone says it's a good movie. So, I mean, it looks like they got someone who's excuse me.
Yeah, if he stays on.
Yeah, if he stays on. Well, it looks like they got someone who could hopefully make a good movie. And I mean, it's gonna be. I kind of knew it was gonna be based on the first game, like no shit. I mean, if anything, I guess they could have based it on. Although I don't know, man. With today's political climate, do you want to base a game on Bioshock Infinite? I think the first Bioshock game just works a lot better, especially too because even with there being different settings. Well, I mean, only 2. Like, when people think Bioshock, like, you guys, we'll just go with you two. When you think Bioshock, what's the setting you think of?
Underwater. Rapture.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rapture.
So, like, yeah, it just makes sense to go with that. Like, yeah. So, I'm just wondering if they're going to try and make it more horror-like. Just how that first game... Because there was a lot of, horror elements to that first game. They tried
saying, like, if they're making it horror, that's why they should be good.
Yeah. Because... That's... honestly, that's what I would like to see out of the movie. Like, for it to be a little bit more scary than... other video game movies or whatever, but, like... I mean,
I can't wait to see Big Daddy walking around that shit.
Oh my god!
More like Big Zaddy.
Oh, I like that one better.
Why?
Big Daddy.
Why do you?
That cool shit, bro. That cool shit. What do you mean?
Why? I'm just trying to fucking appeal to the demographic that you enjoy.
Haha! Kiss my ass.
Okay, Zeddy. Right? Is that the youngest say? The youngin?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, honestly. Is that how they all say it? The Zoomers?
I think
I
so.
feel you.
I don't know. I'm maybe young, but I'm not that young.
Anyways,
You're not young anymore, JJ.
Yeah, I was born in the 90s. Kidding.
anyways, is there any
Like,
hope?
bro, you're 30. No.
Is there any hopes you guys have for the Bioshock movie?
Make
I
it
need to see a
good.
trailer. Yeah, if I see a trailer.
You're like, just make it good. Like, that's all I care about. Just make it good.
Yeah, it's another one of those things. Like, it has the potential to be good. You just gotta obviously cast the right people. Like, because that's the thing is they just said they're gonna do one. Like, but like, who's casting it? Who's
Yeah, the actor's gonna have to really be a good choice. I mean,
gotta
Andrew
find
Ryan
a
should be
you gotta
fucking
find
Pedro
some creepy
Pascal.
girls. Unless like I don't know CGI the little sisters and stuff, but like I don't know. So you gotta find the right.
What do you need
I don't know,
CGI,
right
like
shit.
AI stuff to make the children?
You know, that's
Take
the other thing.
people's job?
I hope they
Well,
do
no.
more
Well,
practical
they fucking
effects.
yeah. Like that's what I'm hoping. Like, but it like I'm just saying I don't want them to do that. But it's like if they do that, it's gonna look fucking weird because like I don't
Oh
know.
yeah.
You could I don't know. Like I know this is like a movie, but I think we all seen it. I've never seen it, but like you see the baby they used in like the
I
Twilight
knew you were
movie.
gonna say. I knew you
Oh,
were gonna
yeah.
reference
I know,
that.
but like,
yeah,
but like
yeah. It's
that,
dude.
like,
It's fucking
tons of
weird.
people were just like, "That's a
It
creepy
looks-
looking baby."
Yeah,
What the fuck is going on?
it looks
Yeah.
weird, dude. Like the fact
So
that
like,
they did
they're
that
gonna
shit.
try to do that and like do weird shit like that. So it's like it's kind of one of those things. Where, like, we need to see a trailer. It has the potential to be something cool, but it could also be the big like that fucking the Rock. Like this is the biggest piece of dog shit I've ever seen. You know, like it could be that. We just don't know. So, yeah, like it's cool that more video games are getting like I don't know, because so for people who don't play video games, they can see like these cool stories. Because like Bioshock One obviously had a great story. So, and like what I mean, like Last of Us, like season one was great. So it's cool these people who don't play video games get to then experience these video games that have good stories. They get to then experience that, and it's cool. So, I mean, just make it good.
Yeah, that's the main. And I talked, like I said, like I talked about it last week. I think we're gonna get into this more quote unquote golden age of video game adaptations and everything. Yeah, I know. I also said there's probably gonna be a lot of crap, but I do think we're gonna get more good to great than we'll get of bad, compared to what we would have gotten 20 years ago or whatever, even 10 years ago. So, and it like
Yeah, the
look,
Uwe Boll years are gone.
the Uwe Boll like era is, yeah. I mean, because like that's the thing too. Like back then, yeah, you mentioned it. It would be guys like Uwe Boll, who's like he clearly, apparently too, he kind of does it just because it's like tax write-offs or some shit like that or whatever it was. So he clearly didn't care about making like a good movie. He was just making a movie, and like you had guys like the guy who made the Resident Evil movies. He also made that first Mortal Kombat movie. Like they clearly were just doing their own thing and not really adhering to certain. Well, I mean that first Mortal Kombat movie's like it's not great, but like it is good because it is just people fighting each other, whatever. But yeah, like and honestly, the first two Resident Evil movies are pretty good, and then they just went off the rails.
Well, yeah,
yeah.
and the director. The only reason like Mila Jokovic was cast, I'm pretty sure it was.
That's
her
his wife.
husband.
That's
Like,
his wife. Yeah.
Yeah, they're married, so of course he's gonna
Paul
get
W. S. Anderson. That's his wife. That's why I think he
That's
because
why
he
she
did the Monster
She got casted. Yeah, that's why she's in the Monster Hunter movie.
because he did the Monster Hunter movie, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I think
What was
those
the Monster Hunter
days-
movie shit?
Yeah.
Of course.
Look, Paul W. S. Anderson was clearly not the right people. It looks like they're trying to get people now that are like they understand how to make a good movie, and so they're gonna try like maybe
I think too, people are realizing that like after the Fallout TV series, like, oh, people, you can't, like, these are like they're not just pieces of shit joke franchises. Like, I don't know, you can make, like, there is a good story to be told. Like, you can get serious
I
people
wouldn't
doing.
say it's the Fallout show. I think it's the Last of Us show that
Yeah,
probably
Fallout
made.
and Last of Us, probably both of them. But yeah.
I think it's the Last of Us show that made people like, wait, you can make, because didn't it win like Emmys or some shit like that? The Last of Us.
Probably.
I think that's where they're like, you can make like prestige television and stuff like that or whatever off of video games. But like I said, like it looks like they're actually trying to get people. You know, you get the guy who wrote the Blade Runner 2049. He knows what he's doing, and you know, he obviously wrote a movie. It's like in a dystopian setting that kind of lends itself to, you know, a Bioshock movie. Or we talked about the Gears of War movie, you know, a few times, and they got the director is the guy who fucking directed, well, co-directed like the first John Wick movie, and then the writer of the Gears of War movie, what did he write again? He wrote something that was just like, oh, he wrote some pretty good shit, like he knows what he's doing. So it does seem like they want to actually try and make some good content for people, some good stories and all that stuff.
Hashtag content.
Yeah, and John Spates is the guy who's writing it. He did the Dune movies, or whatever. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll get a good Bioshock movie. Netflix, don't fuck it up.
I don't know. Netflix had that K-pop Demon Hunters. They're on fire right now, bro.
I mean,
Yeah, what was it? Oh fuck, was it? They wanted K-pop Demon. Sony didn't want him, right? They said, "Fuck you guys,
Yeah.
that's trash, fucking trash." And then
Which is hilarious because it's in the Spider-Man fucking animation style too, which is like, that was like the first thing I noticed when we watched it. I was like, this fucking looks like Spider-Man. Like, why
right,
the
it's the
fuck
same people
didn't
did it,
Sony?
right?
Yeah, Sony did it. I'm like, whoever at Sony sold that to Netflix should immediately be fired. They sold it for $20 million. That's going to be I'm pretty sure it's already $1 billion franchise. So it's like fired.
Yeah, especially
that,
like
whoever-
literally like the hottest thing right now is just K-pop stuff, bro. Like you're dumb for not going in on that.
Yeah. Immediately fired.
all right. Let's talk some Battlefield 6. I mean, we're probably just you know, is rehashing talk already. But I guess the Battlefield 6 developers have just come out to reiterate what they've been saying, you know, on the realism aspect of their game and the cosmetics. They just had another quote saying, "We are a gritty, grounded, realistic shooter. That's what we intend to be, and that's what the game is going to look like for a while."
Wow.
So, do you think that this gives them some wiggle room to eventually start putting in, you know, some crazy shit? Because it says that's what the game is going to look like for a while.
If they see sales start declining and they're just like, oh yeah, like, you know.
Sorry,
Like,
was
oh
it
yeah,
again?
here's the turtle skins.
Sorry, the Battlefield, was it, or was it the Call of Duty skins?
Battlefield 6.
Oh. The skin stuff?
Yeah, because it says, we're a gritty, again, here's the quote again. "We are a gritty, grounded, realistic shooter. That's what we intend to be, and that's what the game is going to look like for a while."
Yeah, it's
So-
fine. I don't think they had any wacky skins anyway for the other Battlefields. Is literally just tank skins and like literally just skins for vehicles and like fucking your character.
I don't know. I think that this is them giving. Yeah, they're gonna do it. I think they're gonna do it. I think they're gonna follow the trend. Cause like, look, obviously Call of Duty has been doing it for a while. Fortnite, whatever. But fucking Rainbow Six has skins like that. You can play as like Master Chief and shit. There's some more, just over the top skins in Rainbow Six. Actually, hasn't Rainbow Six also done some collaborations?
Yeah, they did Halo.
No. Besides that, I like with some stuff that's like a little bit more wacky.
They did a zombie event.
They did the zombie event, yeah.
Which is kind of cool. Before they made that Extraction monster thing again, the spin-off.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I thought they did something else. No, it's not a wacky one. I don't know. I thought it was a really wacky one.
They've done some but I'm talking about like collaborations. I know they have wacky skins, but there's also I thought they did some collaborations. Yeah. But regardless, I think this is Battlefield getting ready. Like this is them. Like they might have to do it at some point, and they're like,
"You want to get the bag?"
I don't know, man. Because I know Call of Duty said they're backing off the fucking skins being transferred to Black Ops 7.
Yeah.
Because of Battlefield 6. So if they just do add the skin with the wacky shit, it's kind of weird. And there's been so much backlash from that shit. Because the reason why they're playing Battlefield
is there going to be enough?
Yes. You saw the fucking comments and shit of fucking ripping Battlefield 7 apart because of that. And then there was like, yep, Battlefield 6. Battlefield 6 is going for that game. That's my take on it, Like, so I see everybody's like with EA, and they're just gonna just laugh in their face and leave. So.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I fucking hope Battlefield kind of sticks to their guns, but yeah, the quote of like it's basically like we'll see. But if people if enough people want it, like who are we to deny the people what they want? Who are we to deny?
Yeah, but I literally don't think there's any crazy fucking skins though, right?
For
like Battlefield.
No, not right now. I'm saying that, like them saying that this is what it's gonna look like for a while. It just gives them room for like later on where they're like, we said we weren't going to, but hey, there's going to be this really popular thing, or there's this really popular thing, and you could kind of play as that, I'm just saying, hey, yeah, here you go.
Yeah, K-pop Demon Hunters 2 comes out, and they're like, hey, you guys want a K-pop Demon Hunter 2 skin?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think they will. Because I don't think they made any crazy shit. Even if they did make a weird skin, for some reason, I think they'll still make the aesthetic of it still being a ground-based shooter.
Yeah. Well. I mean, if they do collaborate,
sadly, we won't get Nicki Minaj, bro. We sadly won't get a fat-ass Nicki Minaj running around in the Battlefield, bro. Blow me up in a fucking, like, a helicopter or some shit in the sky.
Oh, God. We'll see what happens. Them doing some weird shit remains to be seen. What is weird is this collaboration here that we're about to talk about. That Xbox is doing. Oh my God. You know what? I kind of don't even want to talk about this. All right, so the Xbox Wire account on Twitter, X, whatever, put out a tweet saying, we are working to integrate the Xbox experience into select internet-connected vehicles, introducing a new way to bring more of what players love about Xbox into more places. And then they have a picture of a car. I mean, they took off the logo, so they probably couldn't put what kind of car it is. And it says, this is an Xbox that goes vroom. So now you'll be able to drive an Xbox, apparently. This is a partnership with LG. So, I guess, yeah. You'll be able to, if you have,
an Xbox in the back seat while we were driving.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, me and Devin are dads, so we'll never be able to play that shit. Maybe I get a car like that.
Yeah, I don't know what.
You know, I mean,
I
once
don't know,
kids
man.
start driving, we'll just be in the background.
Yeah,
We'll be in the
yeah, we're
back.
playing. Yeah, we're playing our fucking like whatever.
Gears
Fucking
9.
yeah.
Yeah, this is. I don't know, man. Like, I get that they. I don't know, man. I get they want Xbox to be everywhere, and they're trying to push the cloud gaming and Game Pass and all that stuff, but cars, man.
Hey, they literally say you can play anywhere. So why are you complaining?
Hmm?
Oh, this is just weird. It's just weird, man.
Weird.
It's weird.
No, it's weird. Weird.
Weird. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, I mean, what? I don't know what kind of cars have like LG shit in it to be able to start doing that, but yeah.
Probably Lexuses or some shit. Nice cars.
Like soccer mom cars or something. Yeah, this is. I don't know, man. This is just a bit too much for me. But. Hey, more.
You know,
power to
someone's gonna
people.
like hack their vehicles to like, I don't know, like their Teslas, like with those big front screens. They're gonna be playing like Gears of War in those. It's gonna be fucking
It'll be
hilarious.
fucking great.
Yeah. You just go to like you're gonna go to like a Tesla charging station. You're gonna see someone like just charging their car and then just playing Gears of War.
Battle me, bitch. Like some other race. Just...
Like, fight me, you fucker. Yeah.
It'd be cool to play Via Pinata on the road. A new one.
Oh, God. Like, I'd love a new Viva Pinata. Oh, my God. All right. I don't know. All right. Let's go ahead and move to the next thing. All right. I guess these are more just talking points now. But, yeah. So, there has been a report that's come out about console sales and the declining of them and everything. So, I guess this is just, you know, what the trend has been for the past few years. But analysts say console purchases by 18 to 24-year-olds have dropped from 10% 2 years ago to just 3% in 2025. Apparently, according to them, some gamers blame Sony's quote-unquote lost exclusives, while others point to the rise of PC gaming and cross-platform availability. And look, I understand that, like, I guess some, like, if the consoles aren't going to have exclusives that could hurt sales and everything. And obviously, yeah, the rise of PC gaming, there's going to be a lot more people going to PC and stuff like that. But I honestly don't see that as the main reason for why console sales are declining. I think, obviously, look, there's two things. It says it dropped 10% from 2 years ago to just 3% this year. What was still kind of happening 2 years ago and a few years ago and all that stuff? It was
That
COVID.
fake virus.
Yeah, it was that fake virus, COVID. Regardless, people were still inside and we saw it.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people bought consoles and started playing games. Like, it just started happening. That trend was never going to continue. That's why I, you know, I've said it before, and you've mentioned it or whatever. Well, I mean, I've said it, that it was stupid when we saw a lot of companies like try and like overstaff. They started hiring people and they were just doing this because that was never gonna, like, the sales they were seeing, the money they were seeing from that point.
And the economy, it's like two things. COVID was happening. Everyone couldn't, like, you couldn't go outside. So it's like, fuck, yeah, like, you had all these people buying consoles, like, that hadn't bought consoles in a while, they're like, oh shit, I there's tons of video games I can catch up on. Like, you know, I can download and play all these games. But then, yeah, you have all these people now. It's like, well, I can go out and do stuff, but now you can't go out and do stuff because the economy's shit and your dollar is dick. So it's like, yeah, console sales are gonna go down. Like, shocker.
That I was gonna say that, and yeah, because of that too. That's the other thing. The console sale. Remember, this is us gonna sound like boomers or whatever. I remember when consoles went down in price. Like, ever since the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S have come out, like, they've both twice now had their prices raised. So, like, yeah, you're going to get less people buying consoles because instead of it being like, oh shit,
Yeah,
damn, it's
prices
down
are
to
going
like,
up.
yeah, like
Your
instead
dollars,
of like, oh, it's
like, you don't
this
make
now?
as much. Tons of layoffs are happening fucking everywhere. It doesn't matter what walk of life you're in, whether it's tech or finance or whatever. Like, everywhere is having layoffs. So it's like, yeah, fucking people aren't buying a system. Shocker.
No, System Shock. I don't know if it sold well.
I don't think it did because I think the System Shock 3 got fucking scrapped, I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna have to look that up. Did that actually happen?
Or it got like on like, I don't know, kind of like a permanent back burner type deal.
No, it got released in 2023.
System Shock 3?
But it was just called System Shock. So it's a third game, but it was just called System Shock. Oh no, why'd they put this as System Shock 3? This is a remake of the first one. Why'd they say it was System Shock 3? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, look, there's also another thing too. When you look at, like, let me see if I can find it. There was like a thing of like the most played games. I think I might have saved it. Yeah. I think these are like the, oh no, these are the best selling games. Damn it. I don't think I have it anymore. There was like a chart or whatever, a little list of like the top played games. And right now, the top played games are Fortnite, Roblox, Call of Duty Warzone, like those games. And the thing is, like, you could play Roblox, you could play Fortnite, and I want to say you could play, it's not just Call of Duty Mobile, right? Like, they just straight up made it playable with the Warzone or whatever, I don't know, like on mobile stuff, right?
Yeah, Warzone's own thing though.
Oh, it is its own thing?
Yeah, I thought they canceled it though.
Oh, well then I guess. Regardless, you can still play Fortnite and Roblox, and those work with, you can play with console people on it, but you can play it on your iPad.
And, yeah, and
or
they're
phone.
free to play.
And they're free to play. So, like, with those games being, like, the most played games, and I think Minecraft, too. Like, that's another game you could just, like, play on your iPad or your phone. Like, these games that are the most played are able to be played on other things that you don't need to buy an extra $500 console for. If a kid is like, I have the latest iPhone, because their parents spoil the shit out of them, but they could play Fortnite on it, or they have an iPad, or whatever it is, and they can play Fortnite, they can play Roblox, they can play Minecraft, they can play Call of Duty on it, then they're just going to play those games on that because it's just easier for them, and they're on their iPads and they're on their iPhones, their mobile devices anyway. I mean, I think that's why, like, the Switch 2 is still selling as well as it's selling, because it is something you could take on the go. I also think this is why you see, like, Xbox doing the ROG Ally X thing, ROG Ally X or whatever. and why, and we'll get into it too with PlayStation or whatever. But like, why the rumor is that Xbox is gonna do their own handheld still or whatever. I mean, there's been rumors too that they're not, that they just would rather have other companies do it or whatever. But like, also the rumors that PlayStation wants to do a handheld console.
Yeah, that's the rumors. That's basically they're making a PlayStation Switch.
Yeah, so like, I think that's why we see that, because yeah, I think kids are now looking more. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but maybe I kind of think I'm not. I think gamers like us are a dying breed. We have the Xbox console or the PlayStation console. Of the big two, those two. Where it's just this console you put on your shelf, your TV stand, nightstand, whatever you put it on. Please, for the love of God, do not put it on the floor. And you connect it to your TV and you play your games. I don't think that we are going to be the dominant number when it comes to who's gaming. It's all moving toward mobile and PC.
Yeah.
I don't see any. I just don't see any future, like a possible future where, like just a home console can be the viable way for someone to want to play game, or not to play game, but the viable way for one of the big three to make money on consoles, like through hardware. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
I think, Nintendo got it right with like, you know what? Let's combine our handheld and our console and make it make it the same thing. You could dock it here, play it on your TV, and then pick it up, walk to the fucking bus station, bus stop, whatever, and play your fucking game on the damn thing. And it's not like people. The Switch 1 wasn't a fluke, because the Switch 2 is still selling it's still selling pretty well. I think it just recently hit 2 million sales, right? So it's selling well enough that Nintendo clearly made the right choice, and this is, if they continue to do this, and I assume they're going to continue doing it, that this is the way to go. To make your console also a handheld. Which, again, and the rumors are Sony and Xbox are going to do that. So,
well, Sony did a couple times already.
No. But combining the home console, not actually doing something stupid like a PlayStation
PSP
Portal,
or Vita,
or making a separate handheld that has nothing to do, or not nothing, but it's its own thing. I'm talking about. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about this. Let's talk about this. Let's transition this into the PlayStation 6 rumors. So there's a couple things with these PlayStation 6 rumors. First of all, it does look like they're still going to do a traditional console with the PlayStation 6. Because there's going to be a digital only, supposedly, this is rumors, but there's a digital only and a digital. And then there's a digital only, but it comes with a detachable disc drive. So I don't know why they would do that. Why they wouldn't just make, here's one with the disc drive and one without the disc drive, but whatever. But with those rumors, the thing is that PlayStation, the PlayStation 6, they're planning to have, besides just planning to have the detachable disc drive, that it's also going to be a simpler design, that to be more handheld like, and to be closer to the Nintendo Switch. So I mean, if that's why there's a detachable disc drive, maybe it's because they have it where like there's a dock that you then put the disc drive on it so you could play discs, but then you could take it off and play it. I don't know. That seems very like fucking wow, but I don't know. But again, like if PlayStation is planning to do that, I've been saying it for a while. It just leads, it just strengthens my belief that yeah, consoles are going the way of the dodo, and we're gonna, it'll be more closer to. It'll be either more closer to what Nintendo's doing or what the Ally X is, which maybe for PlayStation and Xbox would be smarter to do what the Ally X is doing, like to be more of that, where it's more PC like, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Devin, you were like talking about it. What are you thinking? Like with the PlayStation 6 rumors and all that stuff.
Well, I mean, is it gonna like be as powerful? Because like, I mean, as we know, when you have to make this like this handheld system, I mean, Nintendo isn't able to make it as strong as like the Xbox Series X or the PlayStation 5. So is PlayStation gonna sacrifice graphics, or is this thing gonna be like a bajillion fucking dollars? Like that's like, I guess my main concern with this.
I guess that would be the main thing, because yeah, like the whole like with the Ally X or whatever, the Xbox Ally X, like these aren't confirmed, but like the rumored prices, because it was Best Buy, right, that had like the prices up or some shit like that. That's like
yeah.
The Xbox Ally is $550, and the Xbox Ally X is $900. So like I'm assuming PlayStation does something like that. Like they're probably, maybe they won't be as expensive, but like is it gonna, if it's not as expensive, does that mean it's gonna be closer to like the Switch 2 in power? Because that's
it would fucking
like
have to be. Like there's just no way. Like it's gonna be a ton of money for these consoles. Like,
but I mean, like, see, that's also why I think too, why like that part of that thing, we were talking about with people not buying as many consoles, is that like lost exclusives or whatever. But I also think that's why Sony and I mean Xbox obviously has been doing it, but I think that's why Sony's starting to dip their toes and is at some point, I firmly believe at some point, going to completely just dive into it, putting their games on Xbox and Nintendo Switch and all that stuff, and doing day and date on PC, because if sales are not selling as well as they used to, and then you have to put out a new set of a PlayStation 6, and it's gonna have to be maybe it will be just $550. Just $550 or whatever. Or maybe they have to be like, there's a lot of tech that went into this shit. It's $600. Like, that's a hard sell. Still, to spend $600 on a console that they probably might do a pro version of too. So and then there's that if they do a handheld and they're like, no, we gotta make sure that it's a powerful fucking handheld, you're probably looking at it's probably gonna be like $800-900 for that.
Powerful console, bro, to play for like 2 hours, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah. The battery in that thing
watching your fucking hands burning on fire while that fuck is just running, bro.
So I played God of War on the Steam Deck, and that battery lasted like a fucking hour. Like, and I plugged it into the charger, and like it was using
struggling to keep
power,
up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
So, like, I don't know. Like I don't know if we're high powered handhelds. We're kind of like where VR was when I feel like VR was kind of dog shit at the start. Like the tech wasn't there yet. So are we just not there with the tech for these high powered handhelds? You know, because part of the appeal, like you said, the handheld is like I don't know. You could if you have a commute to work, you can take it on the bus, the train, or the subway and play that. But if it's not even gonna last that long, it's like, what the fuck
Yeah,
is the point? Like,
yeah. I don't know. Again, like I've kind of been saying a lot with these rumors. We'll see. We don't know what the future holds, and especially when it comes to these consoles, we'll see what happens. But again, I am in that camp that like there's that traditional console. We might get one. I think we'll get this last generation, and that's it. So the PlayStation 6, I think there'll be like a there most likely probably will just be like a here's a standard console version. Maybe along, there's here's the PlayStation 6S, and that's like the, handheld version or whatever. I don't know. And I think that the next series, the Xbox console will probably be like called Series X2 and S2 or something. And it might be like, the Series X2 is the standard console, but the S2 is the handheld console. But after that, I don't know if it makes sense to do a traditional home console. I don't think it makes sense.
I do. I'd rather have a fucking home console.
Look, you're coming at it from what you saying I'd rather. But I'm looking at it as the whole, and console sales are declining. Yeah, a-hole, yeah. I'm looking at it as the whole, and console sales are declining.
boom.
Oh my god. Like, no, I do prefer the traditional console because, it's just, you put it on your fucking whatever, plug it in your TV, play some fucking games. Boom, easy ish, and that's it.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense though. Like the reason why these consoles are dying because all the games are coming to PCs. It's just if you make it handheld, the game PC will still reign supreme. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Then they just push everybody to PC players. Because there'll be games that is not fun on fucking handheld at all. So that's my take on it. If the like Xbox, Sony make their shit, they'll eventually just shoot themselves in the foot and just doom the shit. Only Nintendo can do it because the children play that shit. They're iPad kids nowadays. So.
All right. Do you guys want to talk about PlayStation 30th anniversary in North America first, and then talk about some Nintendo stuff? Or do you guys want to talk about the Nintendo patent and then the Nintendo Direct, and then we could talk about some PlayStation?
I think we feel like we should finish on the Direct.
Finish on Direct. Okay. So we'll talk about PlayStation then right now, the 30 years. So again, PlayStation celebrating 30 years in North America, not in Japan. I think it's 31 years in Japan. This obviously isn't like, real news or whatever like that, but I wanted to bring it in to the podcast as a discussion point. Just more of a what's your guys' like favorite memories of some of the PlayStation games you played, or some of the consoles you own, or just from PlayStation in general? JJ, we could go ahead and go with you.
Fuck, I felt like we talked about like this old Sony games. I don't know. I used to play a ton of like fucking on PS1, like Ape Escape, Spyro, Medieval on the demo disc, bro, from like the 20 games on that shit.
I think that's how. I think there was a demo disc. There was a demo disc I had that it didn't have a demo of Silent Hill, but it had like the trailer for that first game, or maybe the second game. And I watched the shit out of that trailer because it was creepy. It was fucking creepy as fuck. The demo discs for PlayStation, like in that PlayStation 1
It
time.
goes crazy, man. A lot of them had some good shit on there, bro.
Yeah, like having the demo discs was always awesome. Like that's something I really do miss. Is like I know we could just download demos or whatever, off the internet.
Not all games even come out with demos anymore.
I know, right? Can we go back to that era where it's like, here's a disc that just has like, 5 games you can play, maybe just 5. You don't have to give us a bunch, just some 5 games, and like a bunch of trailers. Like, can we go back to that era? Because that was pretty cool.
Fuck. And then obviously Silent Hill 2 on the PlayStation, bro. PS2, bro. Little bro. Unk. Actually, Unk.
What about you, Devin? What's your like favorite just stuff from the past 30 years of PlayStation?
Well, like PS1, I was playing Spyro a bunch, Crash Bandicoot. Those are probably like my PS1 memories. Even like Twisted Metal was a ton of fun back on the PS1. But then as a kid, we were like, me and my brother, we saved up, like we had a fucking paper route, and we saved up, we like got enough money to finally buy like a PS2, and like that was like when we got that, we're like, holy shit, yeah, but like this is amazing. Like, it's never gonna get better than this. Like, we have a fucking PS2. Like, this is so sweet. Like, so just like getting the PS2 itself was awesome. And then yeah, all the demos that we got to play on that. I played so much like fucking Crash Bash too, like that Mario Party kind of ripoff game or whatever. But we got so good at those games, like whether it was they kind of had like this air hockey game. I don't know if anyone's ever played it, but like where you and your partner or you're trying to like basically like hit the marbles into other people's goals and stuff like that. But we got good at all the mini games. Just doing that, fucking around on Dynasty Warriors, just playing a shit ton of that. Like, there's a ton of great stuff on that.
Yeah. I don't know. I think my favorite PlayStation memory is just being able to. At the time, I was working at. This is what 2000, late 2004, early 2005. Yeah, when the PlayStation Portable was coming out. Right after high school for me. I was working at Target. Bought myself a PlayStation Portable. That was great. Like, because the thing is too, like, I worked the graveyard shift at Target. So at like when I've said this on podcasts before or whatever, on previous episodes or whatever, like I literally waited at GameStop for I don't even know how long. Like, it was like 3-4 hours waiting for their shipment of games because I had bought Metal Gear Solid 3, right? I think it was on the PlayStation Portable. Like, I bought that or pre-ordered it, and it was fully paid for and everything, and I had to wait because they didn't get the game in yet, so I had to wait. And
everybody knows that they had the Spider-Man 2 movie for PSP. Like, who did? Who the fuck did not? I used to bring that shit to school, but in middle school, is like I'm rocking that shit. Got my fucking Spider-Man 2, watching that shit during lunch with my buddies and shit. Then a teacher came, one of the teachers came up like, "You're not allowed to watch that." I'm like, "It's Spider-Man. It's not even rated R." What the hell?
What was
took it away.
Fuck. When I bought my PlayStation Portable, it wasn't I don't know why I was saying Metal Gear Solid 3. It wasn't Metal Gear Solid 3. It was Metal Gear Solid
Peace
like
Walker?
Acid or something. No, I think it was Acid or something.
It was Acid.
Yeah. I think it was Acid. I don't know why I said Metal Gear Solid 3. I did wait.
Isn't that Peace Walker?
I think Peace Walker was on the PSP, but it was like one of the first games. Yeah. I also waited because I had SmackDown vs. Raw on the PlayStation Portable, and I waited for that too. I had a habit of like I pre-ordered the game, paid for it and everything, and then like the GameStop I would go to just didn't get its games, like at least the day before, so I'd have to wait a lot.
Yeah, because PSP games a lot of the times would get shipped and be delivered day of rather than like coming before the actual release date. Because who the fuck runs into a GameStop at 10 o'clock in the morning. You're like, dang.
I wish I could remember what it was.
My PSP game, I needed.
I had a movie.
Out of here, nerd.
I actually had a movie for one of those like UMD discs. I owned a movie. No, was it Wedding Crashers?
Yeah, Wedding Crashers. I forgot that one. Dude, I remember the fucking movies at GameStop, bro. That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we phased them out.
Superbad? Oh, tons of people had Superbad too. Was it Superbad?
Might have been. No, it might have been Wedding Crashers.
Hellboy.
I think I had. I honestly think I had Wedding Crashers.
You had National Treasure.
Which one?
The first
one. I also had like this demo disc thing. I don't remember what was on there. Well, no, it wasn't a demo. It was like a trailer disc. But it also had a music video for the 3 Days Grace song, Home, I want to say it's called. And I watched the shit out of that. That's like the first time I ever like heard of the band 3 Days Grace. But I kind of like that song, so I was just like, oh, okay, cool.
Dude, I was just looking at the movies, bro. Jesus Christ. Bring me back, bro.
I'm trying to find like a list of the movies they had, because I want to say it might have been...
I'll post on Discord.
Because it might have been... it might have been Wedding Crashers, but yeah. Oh, here we go, yeah. Let me...
White Castle, help.
I'm just looking at 51st States, American Pie. What the hell?
No, you had Barbershop. You're a Barbershop guy.
Oh no.
Or Beauty Shop. No, you're a Beauty Shop.
They had Batman Begins. That's pretty cool.
Remember that
actually.
one? Yeah, I think I've ever seen The Punisher, bro.
Family Guy, the fucking movie.
Dude, Silent Hill, dude. Sweet.
Grandma's Boy.
Shaun of the Dead.
Fucking damn. Grandma's
Shaun of the Dead, bro. Damn, dude. Transporter 2, I think I've seen a few times of that one. Yeah, Wedding Crashers, the
RV.
Triple X.
Tupac Shakur, man. There's two Tupac movies on here. That's hilarious. Transporter 2, but not Transporter 1.
There's
some decent movies, but
they had a pretty good, they had a pretty good amount of movies. They were actually able to get some shit. It's kind of cool, actually. Huh. I'm actually like looking through all these. It's like, damn, they actually had some movies.
You know, there's some jackass out there that fucking has all these movies collected too.
Most likely. It had to have been Wedding Crashers. Like I think it was Wedding Crashers. That sounds like the more like I must have had that, because I've seen that movie so many fucking times that I probably got it on my fucking my PSP. But yeah. All right. Let's get to some Nintendo news. Let's get to this first before we talk about the Direct. So, I can't believe this is a thing that happened. I can't believe they were awarded this. Nintendo has just recently been awarded a patent for summoning a character that you make fight for you. Obviously, this is in reference to Pokemon.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Elden Ring. For summons.
That's why this has become like a huge news thing or whatever, because obviously we see, you know, like Nintendo right now is, or the Pokemon company is suing Pal World because they have their like, oh, you, I guess the two things they went at Pal World for were you throwing a spherical device that summons a monster and you can ride the pals or whatever. Like, it was weird. But this is just more, because obviously you can summon pals to fight for you in Pal World. But like you just alluded to, that can go for a lot of different games. You can do that in Elden Ring. You summon a character that will fight for you. So, yeah, it's been the big talking point that it's just like, you know, Nintendo's very, very happy to go to court with someone.
They just trademark
they
everything
always
around that
win.
game.
So, like, yeah, now what's stopping them from just, like, now just companies are going to be like, well, we can't do anything like that.
Well, don't be like Pokemon, you know? Like, don't be like a Pokemon game. Don't be a small indie company. There you go.
I hate this idea that, like, you can't, like, rip off a game, you know, and make it your own. Like, we've got... Obviously, don't straight up just, like, completely rip off the game where it's like, this is just that game with a different, like, whatever. But, like, if you're making something similar, you know, we wouldn't have some, you know, there wouldn't be some franchises around if it wasn't for just, like, we're going to make our own version of this. Like, Call of Duty, you know? Before Call of Duty, we had Medal of Honor and Battlefield.
Was it a fucking Fortnite? If we didn't have PUBG and shit, there would be no Fortnite.
Yeah. And, like...
Well, the Battle Royale Fortnite. They already would
like,
have the regular game Fortnite.
I think that's probably why we haven't gotten a lot of, like, yeah, like, monster summoning and monster catching games, like, that are great. Because, yeah, Nintendo happens to be like, you know, we're just going to sue you, and that's it. And, you know, I think that'd be kind of cool if we could just get more games that are like that. There's just like, oh, this is a Pokemon-like, but, you know, it's not Pokemon, and it's actually really good, and stuff like that.
See, that's the problem right there. It's good.
Yeah.
If I were sucked, they would not give two fucks.
Yeah. I think I sent like a meme of, I don't know, like it was like a game. It was called like fucking like Pal City or some shit like that, and it's just like they were selling it on the eShop, and it was just like a Pokemon ripoff. But it was just like, yeah, they don't give a shit because it's like, okay, like.
They also had like weird games like called Hentai on the eShop too.
Yeah, but like they're not. But if Pal World was in the eShop and they were actively assuming them, like they'd get them off the eShop, like. So.
Yeah, I get to your point. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just want to know who is the judge that was like, yeah, go ahead.
I wonder how much the
Miyamoto's
that guy to do that.
I think this is in North America, so yeah.
His cousin?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think we're heading into some dangerous territory soon. With like, yeah, small indie games are gonna be like, we can't make a game where you can summon a character that fights alongside you or for you, because if it gets big, Nintendo's gonna sue the shit out of them. I don't know. These things, like, it stifles creativity and everything. And I get it. If it's like, oh, they made a better game than us, can't have that. I don't know. This is a disgusting thing to me, for that. I don't know. I think patents are just kind of stupid.
I was just thinking, like, Nintendo spends all this much money to, like, do this shit, but not spend that much money to make a better Pokemon game.
Yeah. We're gonna fix the frame rate in our game?
Nope. After you buy a $500 console? Thank you.
Yeah. Again, we'll see what the future holds, man.
Yeah, because, you know, back like 20 years ago when our games were fucking $30 to $40 Pokemon games are full price. Completed, everything.
I mean, I'm still going to most likely even buy Legends ZA. So I'm part of the
You're gonna
problem.
you're gonna buy the half finished game on that.
Oh, you know what? All right, let's get into the next. Let's get into this last thing. So
Yeah, we'll get in the last one.
Nintendo just had a Nintendo Direct. What, on Friday? Saturday?
That is correct.
Huh?
I don't remember when it was. It was Friday.
Was it Thursday or Friday? Yeah.
It's Friday.
Um, obviously they showed a lot of different things. They had some announcements for release dates and this, and that, whatever. I'm not gonna go through everything they showed and announced or whatever, like, because honestly, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, most of that direct did not like speak to me. There was, of the games that were shown, there's like 3 that I'm like, okay, I'll want to get that. It's the Pokemon Legends ZA, the Mega Man Star Force Collection, which I think wasn't shown in the North American version, the American version of the, apparently, I don't remember. I was at work, so I had to kind of glance at it. Shit, there was something else too, but I don't remember. I think it was the Yoshi game. I like Yoshi games. So, I don't know, I'd probably give it like a 5 out of 10. I don't know, I mean, what would you guys rate it?
Yeah, probably about the same. I mean,
I got a
you know, it's a Mario movie. Like, I don't know. It's kind of shitty, the Mario Galaxy bundle that they're doing, because it's like, you guys already gave us Mario. Like, you know? I don't
Mario
need it.
Galaxy in a within a timed game purchase. So if people didn't buy it, you're shit out of luck kind of game you're talking about, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think most people fucking bought it though. Like, it was still pretty regularly available.
I don't know, there's a lot. So like, people could buy. Like, I bet you I wouldn't doubt it if I go to like a mom and pop, you could probably find it somewhere. GameStop has a used one or
Yeah.
some shit. Yeah, but for $70, it's kind of crazy, bro.
Yeah,
For
and
each,
separately,
Yeah,
$40
40
each.
each.
40 each. Yeah. I don't know.
Like, I'm
I
probably
think I
gonna
bought
get it,
Pikmin for the same price anyway, so
but
I'll give 2 fucks.
yeah,
I don't know. I think I'll probably buy it more towards when maybe the movie comes out, just because the hype of this shit. Because maybe just the second one, but because again I have the first, the 3D All Stars one. But I don't know. I never played them on the Wii at all. I had both, never played them. I don't know, man. Too busy playing Gears and shit on like the 360 or Call of Duty. Like what the fuck would I go to the Wii? And the Wii was like not even my room, so I gotta go to the living room, set that shit up. It's like that. Usually when I get home after school, I'm just like, we getting on COD, bro.
You know
go
what? So,
masturbate in your room, play some COD.
so I do want to talk about that, like the Nintendo kind of greed that's shown up in this direct. But let's hold off on that, because that's like a negative talking point. Or I don't know. Maybe we should talk about the negative talking point and end it on
I don't know,
a
like,
positive thing.
I guess I just talked about my. Devin's finishing his positives. I was doing my
I would
positives.
say I wanted to hear your guys' like what were you excited for and everything.
I mean, I'm still, yeah, the Yoshi game interests me as well. Like, I'm, because I left because they said it was a limited release, so I still have my Galaxy One sealed, so I'm gonna get that because I don't think this is gonna be like a limited release. So
It doesn't look like it.
Yeah, the Galaxy games? Yeah, I don't think so.
I think
Yeah,
they're there for the long haul.
yeah, so this will be, I can have like an open copy, yeah, to have and to hold,
Oh, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment was the other thing I'm excited about. Duh.
Yeah, like, I need to play the Hyrule Warriors because, like, yeah, like, I enjoy. I need to play those because I enjoy Dynasty Warrior type games, so I need to play those.
I mean, they're
Um,
fun.
I think I said it
actually
before. I
like
said it before. I think I played like the one that came out on the Wii U and stuff like that. Oh, yeah,
That
it
would
was
be
fun
Hyrule
when I played.
Warriors.
Yeah, like the original one. Yeah, like it was fun, But like I said, like I was just too busy playing like fucking Toxic Ass League and shit and some other shit, bro. But like I really want to. I really want to start playing my fucking Switch again. Like I really want to, do that. But once I probably like do some boring ass shit on RuneScape, like fish or some shit, I could probably just, finish Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door, all that shit. It's because I want to play. Was it Metroid Prime 4 shit in December? That's the
Yeah,
one I'm fucking
Metroid
excited
Prime
for.
looks good too.
Yeah, that's like I'm fucking waiting for that. I think it was funny too when I started realizing when was at the end of the year? We haven't had a release date for fucking Prime 4 yet, dude. What the fuck? Like, but yeah. I don't know if you're still talking to them about your games that you were talking about.
Yeah, no, I honestly I kind of forgot about Metroid, but yeah, we got that in December, so that'll be. So yeah, I guess yeah, maybe like a 6 or a 7, but yeah, like I do feel like it's like kind of the greed, the Nintendo greed that kind of gets me down a little bit
Well,
Yeah.
before we
on
get
like
in
the
that
grade.
discussion, yeah, before we
Well,
get in that
I'm just
discussion,
saying like that kind of affects the grade too,
yeah,
because it's like
JJ, what was it? Yeah, that stood out to
I
you,
think
got you more excited.
yeah, I think I said I think it was earlier. I don't know if you heard it again, but it was 7. I give it like a 7 for sure because there's some games that I liked that was pretty cool when they announced. Obviously, Metro Prime 4, super excited. Been waiting forever for that. The Yoshi game just reminds me of Yoshi Story. Love that shit. So seeing that one is really that's probably be a day one purchase for sure. Um, Probably the Fire Emblem stuff was cool. I've skipped out on a lot of Fire Emblem, but I really like the series though. Like just, this one kind of like cool as shit on that one. So I might pick up that one. That's why I really want to start playing more on my Switch. So maybe getting these games will make me want to play it again a little bit more. I think I said before, Galaxy games. Like maybe I might pick up the second one later down the road when when the movie starts coming out. Because the Devin Max, that's Max's movie right now. Is just playing, watching a ton of fucking Mario movie. I've
Hmm.
probably seen that movie like 100 times in the past like 2 weeks.
Oh damn!
gross.
Yeah, that one had it was Minecraft before, bro. Like
Oh well,
watching Minecraft. We watched it in
yeah,
English, Spanish, and the Block Party edition, and just going back all the way, bro. Mario, same thing, English and Spanish and stuff.
Horizon's
But
been
every time I
into
feel like
fucking Encanto lately, man. We limit it. We're like we can watch it once a fucking.
we try to like put on different movies now, so we've kind of been experimenting. Like we had Minecraft, then we put on Mario, and I think that we put like Kung Fu Panda. That's when we kind of realized I think he just likes Jack Black because it's all those movies. So like, and I think we tried
Put on
Despicable Me,
School
but
of
anyway.
Rock. See if he likes that one.
Yeah,
Jack
yeah,
Black.
no, we're putting Tenacious D, dog. Pick a
Or
Destiny.
what's that one? Shallow Hell.
Is it But I think I'm excited for the movie as well. I think the more I kept watching the movies, it's like I just come up with like theories of what would the next movie be, and like what it would have. But I think they announced like what would they have, what the main ones be there, like Chris Pratt, Charlie Day, Jack Black, and fucking Anna Taylor are still gonna be the same
Yeah,
people. So I just want to see like
that'd be cool.
Wario, Waluigi. We're obviously getting Rosalie, but I want to see some more characters, man. Dude, I thought at least they would go to the desert and see fucking Daisy or something. I thought Daisy would come on the second one. But that maybe, but again, we won't know until we actually get an actual like full on movie trailer instead of a teaser, an announcement one or whatever.
Is
So that's why
Daisy?
I gave it a 7.
Is Daisy the one that's in the new Donkey Kong game? Is that the chick
What was
that's
it?
with?
No,
Is
you're thinking of
Daisy
Rosalind. That's
No,
Rosalind.
that's
Or
Rosalind is in space. That's the fucking
the one that in the
the
Pauline.
one from
in the new
Mario
Donkey
Odyssey.
Kong game?
Or Pauline. It's Pauline or Paulina, I think.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
okay.
Paulina. Yeah, that's Odyssey, the singer chick. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say maybe Daisy shows up at the because I think they patented that they're gonna have a Donkey Kong movie, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to all lead into like a big Smash Bros. Type event.
I hope so. I really hope so. That'd be sick. That's what I've been waiting for. Maybe fuck. Like and maybe and I also wanted. Did you get the DLC for Donkey Kong? Or are you even interested on that one?
No, I'm gonna get it. I still haven't beat the full main game yet, so I need to like do
'Cause that's
that
another one
before
I
I
kind
get
of want
it.
to pick up. I might pick it up more towards like holiday
Yeah,
or.
but again,
Or-
I mean, part of that, like we'll get. I'll save it for yeah.
Because
Okay,
I think I
you
heard
know,
people saying like it's nostalgia, like
yeah.
super nostalgia shit.
All right,
So
you
I'm
know,
like, it reminds DK64.
let's go ahead and talk about this because yeah, there's been a talking point since the Nintendo Direct. Nintendo's greed. That like, hey, people are obviously willing to shell out money for stuff and everything, but it's like, okay, now you're starting to maybe go a little over the top. Because yeah, like you guys mentioned, there's the Galaxy games. They're $40 each or $70 for the combined thing. People saying, yeah, they just the Donkey Kong game just came out. And now you have DLC. I don't know how much it is, whatever. But like, there's already DLC, $20. So they already have DLC, and people are kind of saying like, well, maybe that was just cut content that now they're selling to us, whatever. I don't know. That one's I'm a little bit more fine with that one, but that's something else. But the biggest thing is like the Pokemon Legends ZA game had DLC announced for it that you could pre-order. I think it's $30 because I've seen everyone like the game is $70. So if you want the full package, it's gonna be $100. And like I guess it's come out too recently, a little bit after that. Like some of the Mega Stones you can't get unless you're playing online. So if you really want to get the full experience of Pokemon Legends ZA, you also have to pay for Nintendo Switch Online. You're gonna have to spend a lot of money. So yeah, that's been a huge thing, or not a huge, but it's been a big enough thing issue or talking point with people online is that like Nintendo's really starting to like, oh yeah, we're gonna
entering their greed era.
Yeah, we're gonna try and get every fucking dollar out of you that we can.
Because what for Pokemon ZA you need to actually play ranked play or some shit to get shit or whatever.
Yeah, it was something
like some online multiplayer to like get more Mega Stones. But the thing is like, okay, who doesn't have fucking like Switch Online or whatever? I feel like a lot of people, especially with Switch 2 at least, kind of a lot of people jumping on that to get the the retro consoles and shit like that, the GameCube and all the newer shit. That's like, oh, you gotta get Game Pass. This game's be on Game Pass. Like, well, who doesn't have Game Pass by now on Xbox? You need it to play online.
Look, no.
That's just my take on it. That's just my take on it.
But
other DLC shit is kind of whack, bro.
I get you, but like, yeah, not everyone has, or not everyone wants to pay for that. Like,
and they shouldn't buy Pokemon ZA. I think they have a little bit of slighter different problems if they can't afford a $7 membership.
It's a little bit more than that, but
well, if you buy it, which one are you talking about? Are you talking about the
$20 a
year?
It's $20 for a year. But like, again, you're not gonna want to get everyone who wants to, unfortunately, like buy it. Like, that's what I'm saying. There's gonna be people who are like, I don't want to pay for the Nintendo Switch Online because they don't play online, or they just for whatever reason.
I just don't want the extra perks, man. Fuck me, dude.
No, look, I understand where you're coming from with that. Like, yeah, why would you not just buy Nintendo Switch Online? There's literally, like, no, what's the word? Like, there's no drawbacks to having Nintendo Switch Online. There isn't. Like, you get games, classic games, you play online. But there's also other stuff, too. Like, but not everyone wants to do that. And, I think it's just also the thing of like that the fact that you have to, if you want to get those Mega Stones, certain Mega Stones, you have to play online. So it's just an extra thing that if like it's not in the game to the people. Like it's not in the game. It's outside. Like you have to spend more money to be able to do this. Just, whether
the content's weird, but you should already have it though.
So yeah, I just think that's what it is that people look at it and are like, it's not in the game because you have to pay for Nintendo Switch Online. It's obviously in the game, but it's locked. It's locked behind a paywall. That's what I was trying to fucking say. It's locked behind a paywall.
You know what also was locked behind a paywall? When those digital DLC codes for Pokemon on the Game Boys, you needed internet. That's a huge paywall right there. I don't have internet. Why do I have to have internet to get the code? Do you know the Pokemon being there?
I mean, you're not wrong on that one.
Dumb one. But I'm the fucking idiot
You're not wrong on that one.
I know I'm not. That's why I said it.
I mean, I'm just saying, yeah, people are very... Again, I don't know. Like, I'm
No,
not.
a lot of people. That's it. All the people are just fucking, like Nintendo hating. Obviously, just because they're really doing some stupid shit. But there's like a minor thing. The DLC one though is fucking bullshit. That I can agree
That
with.
one, I'm like, yeah, like, really, Nintendo, we're gonna do this. We're gonna have, pre-order the DLC, and it's $30. It's like, dude, the game's like a month out. What are we doing here? That one, I'm like, ooh, that's a
Yeah,
bad
seriously,
look.
bro. That's what I was saying in the comment before. Like, and I got to watch like Instagram reel. Like, all the Pokemon games you get were $40, $30 on Game Boy Advance and fucking whatever the older ones, Game Boys and shit, and then the DS were 40, completed and everything, and all the codes were free. You just go to your local GameStop, boom.
I don't know. I mean, like, obviously this doesn't affect you, Devin, because I mean, you're not getting Pokemon Legends.
Fuck no.
Like I was like after that shit, I was like, I can probably wait on Pokemon Legends. I don't care.
Well, I
Then I said
actually
I need to like
still
I know I
want to
said I
get
was
it.
gonna play my Switch, but I can hold off a little bit longer.
You can play other games, like you can play
Yeah,
Metroid, and you can play the Galaxy games, and you can
yeah,
play some
Galaxy, yeah,
Hyrule
dude.
Warriors.
Besides, what we're gonna be playing Battlefield 6 and other shit anyway, so
Yeah.
that I can just buy the game once and I don't have to spend another $30. Only if I want to, like fucking Nicki Minaj skins or some shit. but but again, that's just optional.
When does the Hyrule Warriors come out? 11. Oh wow, it comes out November 6th. Ugh. I have to buy Legends EA because I won't have anything to play until Hyrule Warriors if I don't get that. I don't have anything to play on my Switch besides replaying the two Legend of Zelda games. Or
There you
actually,
go.
I could play. I have to finish through Echoes of Wisdom as well.
Buy Donkey Kong.
I probably might actually get Donkey Kong. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
I just can't
Nintendo's
wait for
starting to...
Twilight Princess to be sold for $70 on fucking Switch
Dude,
2. So
you know, so like that was so obviously they're doing their like 40th anniversary for Mario, and they announced those Galaxy games. I'm like, I wonder if they're gonna like. Does this mean that they're gonna sell Twilight Princess and Wind Waker probably for $70 each?
that'd be sad
Probably.
because they're like, nah, just get the special, like the more expensive Switch Online. Just play the Wind Waker on that shit, dude.
Well, no. If they do it, okay, maybe not. Well, see, this is why I say $70 each. Because if they do it, I think, so it's in February. We're gonna have the 40th anniversary of the Legend of Zelda series, February of next year. You have a Nintendo Direct. If they announce a Nintendo Direct around that time, I fully believe they're gonna be announcing Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD as a re-release for the Switch 2. And they will probably be $70 each because they're the HD versions. They're the HD versions, so why not sell for $70? And this is
So
Nintendo, who's clearly looking to just like get every last penny out of their fucking consumer right now.
And you don't got many.
Because all the Legend of Zelda. Well, clearly they took money from you when you bought fucking the add-on for fucking what's the other one? Tears of the Kingdom.
What add-on?
You know what I'm talking about.
I actually don't. For Tears of the Kingdom, what add-on?
The game itself
No.
is an add-on.
I thought you were talking about like the upgrade. No, the upgrade is free because I had Nintendo Switch Online. So
So the add-on there was an upgrade for the add-on for.
I mean, you make that joke, but it's like unequivocally a false statement because like there's a lot in Tears of the Kingdom. So Like a lot.
You know what's also a lot? Elden Ring DLC. That of DLC as well.
All right, I don't know. So you guys have anything else to add to the Nintendo stuff?
Nope.
No, I think I got everything set out.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and end this because we're getting close to the time that you guys, at least Devin, needs to be getting off.
I always get off.
I knew. That's why I waited for you to say something. I knew you were going to say something. All right, so that was episode 68 of the Gaming Chamber podcast. If you like what we do with this podcast, you like what I do on the channel, all that good stuff and everything, you know, like, comment, subscribe, share. I've been your host, Everett. Devin?
See ya, skanks.
JJ?
Yeah, peace out.
And until next time, we'll catch you later.